2 defeats the 9. David has beaten Goliath. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas for continuing coverage of this year's APA World Pool Championships. I'm your host, Jason Bowman, and I am joined by the striking Viking, Ava Lawrence. Ava, today it's all about the ladies here in Las Vegas, and these ladies are going to be competing for $10,000 in the Ladies 8-Ball Championship.
Ladies' Night. This is the third event that we have so far. Still got Masters, Jack and Jill, and 9-ball team to go, but this should be pretty excited. And just like yesterday in the 8-ball championship, we are going to have the North against the South, Deep South, Florida versus Ontario, Canada. So here we go again. We got the crowd excited about this. We'll see if they're as crazy as yesterday, but I've heard a lot of talk about it in the hallways here at the Westgate.
Yeah, before we meet our finalists in the Ladies 8-Ball Championship, let's give you a quick breakdown of some of the key rules here in this match. Of course, APA rules will apply. Now, the Ladies 8-Ball Championship features an all-female team with a maximum of 5 players allowed on a roster. Each team will choose up to 3 players to compete here in this championship match. The combined handicap of those 3 players cannot exceed a total of 13. Again, standard coaching rules will apply, and matches are played according to the 3-point scoring system. Now, the 3-point scoring system works as follows. A shutout earns the winner of a match a 3-0 split. If the losing player makes it to the hill, it'll be a 2-1 split, and if the losing player wins at least one game but does not make it to the hill, it is a 2-0 split. Now let's meet our championship finalists. First up, from Palm Beach, Florida, we have the team We Slay the 8. And their opponent from Barrie, Ontario, we have the team of We the North. And once again, they're going to be competing for $10,000 this afternoon. The players are just about ready to go. So let's take you down into Pool Dog Arena for the start of the APA Ladies 8-Ball Championship. Ladies shaking hands before the match here. A nice show of sportsmanship. Again, we've got a team from Palm Beach, Slay the 8, their opponents out of Barrie, Ontario, We the North. Should be an exciting match. So each team prepares to put up their first player. Looks like we are going to see Melissa Daniel for the team of Slay the 8. Again, they are out of Palm Beach. And we're going to see Charissa Elliott for the team We the North out of Barrie, Ontario. Charissa has played 3 matches thus far in the tournament. This will be her 4th. Melissa has played 9 matches. This will be her 10th of the tournament.
Putting a lot of faith into her right there, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Playing 9 matches. They've been here. This is the 4th day of play for the Ladies Championship. So they have definitely earned their spot to be here, starting out with 256 teams. And we're down to these last 2 teams. So, you know, it's a big feather in the cap just making it to the Las Vegas events out here that we have. But to make it to the finals is pretty strong, win or lose.
Absolutely. Players lagging here.
Sure is. I came up a little bit short there, so this is going to be Melissa Daniel is going to have the first break.
They threw me off lagging from the lower side of the table.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No? Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Normally,
Yeah.
it was backwards, and I'm going, wait a minute.
Yeah. I had to watch it on the overhead.
Yeah, normally you always lag from the top rail side.
Big shout out to our friends at pooldog.com. They are our presenting sponsors of all of our live stream coverage this week in Las Vegas. Really appreciate their support. You can go to their website, pooldog.com, and sign up to get your free catalog. It's one of the ways that you can let them know how much you appreciate this coverage. Of course, they are also one of the many exhibitors here in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Right around the corner from Pool Dog Arena is Pool Dog the Booth.
Yes, it is.
So you can get
It's
all
Pool Dog
kinds
all over
of
the
things.
place. And if you can't make it here, pooldog.com has everything and then some. They can't possibly bring everything they have here, but
Right.
size of their booth, I know they're very close.
So, Ava, we're going to have a 3-4 matchup. Melissa Daniels, skill level 3. Charissa Elliott, skill level 4. That means we're looking at a 2-3 race in this match. Melissa at the table. She will have the first break of the match.
And again, her team has really been relying on Melissa. She's played 9 times already. This is her 10th match in the championship.
They actually referenced her on their bio sheet as their MVP of the tournament thus far.
I can imagine. You know, everybody's different. One thing about what your game is like, how your potting balls, how your defensive shot is, et cetera, but how you handle the pressure is a big part of it. You can have people who shine and people who get terrified and kind of can't even think straight. Their stroke isn't not straight as normal. And apparently Melissa can take it.
Misses the 7 in the corner to start things out. That'll bring Charissa to the table for the first time in this match.
You know, I haven't been here for 6 days now. You hear a lot of stuff as you walk in the hallway. People come up to me and say hello and just talk about the game, about the tournament, about their team, et cetera. But I've heard so much talk about this table. You know, people peek in here and watch some of it. The white diamond, it's gorgeous. We're playing on the black tables in the tournament arena, but this table here is just stand out.
Definitely some different elements when you get to Pool Dog Arena. One being the crowd, 2 being the cameras, but the table. Of course, they're playing with a set of the Aramith black balls. Melissa pockets that in the corner.
She makes the 4, but no love after that. She's going to have to get a little creative here. Just taking a look at what she's got, and I don't see that she has a lot to shoot at.
Again, the winner of this match will take home $10,000. The runner-up will get $5,000. Had 2 semifinal teams that tied for third. Each took home $3,000 already.
And that's going to be ball in hand. The first time, besides the lag, that we get to see Charissa. Got a job cut out for her here as far as what the layout is. It's a few issues she's going to have to try to figure out how to get around.
I'm loving the We the North jerseys. Those are cool.
Yeah, they are. There's some great
Seen a lot of
shirts
great
out
jerseys.
here. Oh,
yeah.
my gosh.
Had some really good ones last night in our World 8-Ball
And
Championship.
that's another thing, too. We do have the T-shirt contest every year out here. So I have a booth set up where teams can come in and get their picture taken. Then there's a voting process from you fans. So if you want to go and vote for your home teams on poolplayers.com, that should be up on poolplayers.com.
After the event,
After
put
the event,
contest up for voting, yep.
Got to give everybody a chance to get their shirts
their
in
stuff
there.
taken, yep. All right. Charissa.
Left herself a shot on a few different options. can see this is obviously the biggest issue on the table. Everything else has one or multiple pockets to go into. And normally if your skill level, let's say 6 or above, maybe 5 or above, the first thing you want to do is get rid of that problem right away. Break it out, find a way to make a ball and break that open. But if you're skill level 3 or 4, your main goal is not necessarily to do that unless you feel you're going to run all the way out. So a lot of times, a skill level 2, 3 will play a totally different game and have a different plan than your higher skill level players for that reason. So you'd rather clear off as many balls as you can at this point, and then go into a bit of a chess game after that.
All right, couple early missed shots for each of these ladies as they try to get settled in here in Pool Dog Arena. Used to the elements a little bit. Again, if you're just joining us, you're watching coverage of the APA Ladies 8-Ball Championship from here in Las Vegas. The third of 6 championships to be decided this week.
We have a team here from Palm Beach, Florida. That is who is at the table right now. This is Melissa Daniel from Slay the 8. And then from Barrie, Ontario in Canada, we have We the North. That kind of says it all, doesn't it?
We the North. Had a Canadian team last night in the World 8-Ball Championship as well.
Yes.
A little bit different area, but that was a great match last night,
it
too.
Really was.
If you haven't had a chance to see that one, after this one concludes, go back and watch that one. Outstanding match.
That was a great match, and boy, did the crowd get into it.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was like a
It's a
continuation of the
nail-biter.
Olympics is what it was, or Moscone Cup, or warm-up, or whatever
There
it
you go.
was. But it was pretty loud in here. We can't really have super loud ambient sound because music that is going on in the background, we got to be careful since it's streaming, which I'm sure a lot of you are aware of that have tried to stream before, and the Facebook or whatever it is cuts it right off because of music rights. So you can't quite hear how crazy it was in here yesterday, but it really was.
Melissa Daniel back to the table here. These short races, Ava, I mean, one win here for Melissa, and she's already guaranteed herself a point in this match.
Yeah.
She can win the first rack. So.
And that's a big deal. And that was a big possible oops there. She tried to play a defensive shot, and instead she broke the 11 open. So now Charissa, she can pocket this 15 ball. She should have a little bit of, hit a little bit low on the cue ball and have it come towards the center of the table. No, a little soft. Got to be careful. Don't want to hit this too firm. This cue ball, after it hits the 11, could nudge off the 7 and possibly go follow it right in. No, she overcut it. I took care of that problem. I saw the Masters winding down just on the other side, and this room is big enough to, on the other side of where the crowd is sitting there.
Yeah, quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals of Masters.
Of course, we'll have the final round, the championship, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time of the Masters.
That's a good defensive shot, making sure that Teresa's going to have to kick at this 11 ball. And again, if you have friends that want to watch this and are not on Facebook for some reason, you can tell them that you can go to YouTube, our YouTube channel as well. This is showing live there also.
Facebook, YouTube, and of course Billiard TV. Hello to all of you tuning in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I keep forgetting that. You know, it's such a great relationship. You know, I think I told you this yesterday. We went to an opening of reopening of one of our locations in Myrtle Beach, and it was kind of cool to see the billiard
Yeah,
channel
billiard
running.
TV
Yeah,
on the,
billiard
on
TV.
the TVs. Nice.
APA running there. It's always a good idea, especially if you hope to or have qualified to come out here for the championship, is to go and watch those matches from previous years and just kind of get into it and realize that, you know, you can do this. There may be 256 teams, but if you have the numbers, if you have the players, if you have everybody showing up and taking deep breaths, everybody here has a chance to win. Winning is part of just getting here, but then as far as winning in the tournament, just never count yourself out. All right, with the correct speed here, she should have automatic position if she wants to come down here for the one. Just hit it with a little bit of speed. No, she hit it a little thick. We rotate referees here in the Pool Dog Arena. Everybody a chance. These guys are seasoned. They've been out here before, not newbies out here in Las Vegas. Nice shot. We do have referees on in every area during play throughout the whole event. Not per table like it is here, like we have the luxury of having here that
Right.
we kind of keep on. But if there's any close hit, anything like that, we have referees. And if there's some kind of a question about a call, then you can always have a floor manager come out. We have so much staff, so many volunteers, volunteer league operators that are here, volunteer players that come out here and enjoy the experience and playing mini manias and having fun with their friends from their area to come out and just party and then work the floor for a few hours and then just have a good time. So we appreciate all of them.
Absolutely. Could not do it without them as we have
No.
our first timeout of the match. We the North wants to talk things over here as we get towards the tail end of this first rack. You can see both of these ladies' teams slay the 8 out of Palm Beach, Florida. We the North out of Barrie, Ontario. Big shout out to all of our sponsors, Aramith Balls, Action Cues, Diamond Tables, and our good friends at pooldog.com.
And any time a timeout has been taken, the other team has the opportunity to have a little discussion too. Maybe kind of plan, if she does this, you can do that. If she does this, you can do that type of thing. So that does not count against their timeout. Each team gets one per rack. That's not going to work. She needed a little bit of right spin on that cue ball.
That'll be ball in hand now for Melissa Daniel.
I think Melissa might want to continue to play defense here because there's not much she can do with the 7. Good shot here. If you see on the overhead, it's just she could just go ahead and shoot this one ball in, break them up a little bit, and leave the cue ball right there. Just a nice little stop shot. No, she's going to go the other direction. Looks like she's, well, we'll see. Is she going for this? Or is she, All right, so far so good.
Nicely done.
Shot.
Defensive shot there for Melissa.
Not an easy hit here. Looks like she might be able to hit and come around 2 rails. Nice and soft. Not that soft.
Not going to get there.
Well, you know, she's better to hit it too soft than too
Yeah.
firm and break them open.
Well, ball in hand once again for Melissa. And maybe a chance to finish out this rack. And we're going to see our first timeout here for Slay the 8. I want to talk things over. I believe this is team captain Alexa Zima coming out to talk things over with Melissa. All right, timeout is over. Melissa's going to grab the bridge.
Balls are pretty close. Well, not that close. The referee is making sure that there's no double hit here. That's a good shot. Oh, just too hard, too firm.
Opportunity now for Charissa. Things have opened up.
Nice smooth shot into the side pocket here. Should force the cue ball just 1 rail down for the 8.
Nice shot.
Good shot. Just a little bit short, but she's got a shot at the 8. She misses it and hangs it up, then she will block the pocket for the 7. So Normally in this situation, you always want to overcut the ball. It's called the pro side. So the cue ball go one direction and the 8 ball ends up on the rail. But, you know, this would be the pro cut, having the cue ball come up this way. But in this case, being 8 ball, better off favoring this side of the pocket so it can leave a blocker there in case she misses it. Oh, she didn't go for it. Nice defensive shot there. Speed control.
Not trying to do too much.
Great chance to knock the 7 ball down table here if she can come. Oh, that's...
So she intentionally fouls.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. I'm going,
yeah.
did I miss something there as far as I was a little... It was an easy kick shot, and I don't know if she forgot what ball she was on or she was just trying to tie the balls up a little bit. There you go.
Charissa Elliott takes the first rack of this match. 1-0 lead. She will have the break when we return here in just a few moments. All right, welcome back to Pool Dog Arena for continuing coverage of the APA Ladies 8-Ball Championship. Referee preparing the rack. Charissa Elliott of We the North, the team out of Barrie, Ontario, will have the break.
Again, even race to 2 from here. Well, solid break. Fairly open table and failed to make a ball, so this is going to be Melissa Daniel back to the table again. It's the only thing that kind of stinks is when you were that close to winning the rack before, and then all of a sudden now it's all these balls on the table again. Kind of a reset.
Yeah.
We want to remind everybody watching, too, that have never played in a pro tournament or ESPN or on a feed or out here in Las Vegas with these cameras on, everybody at home watching, everybody in the room. It's not quite full audience, but it's not far from it. there's a lot of pressure.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of pressure.
Can see some of the event numbers there. 49 states, 4 countries, over 1.3 million in payouts. And as we mentioned, 10,000 on the line here in this championship match.
She can make this off the 15 here if she wants. Nice, smart play. You know, so every once in a while I hear about somebody saying that, you know, that's no three. She just played, you know, 2 defensive shots. Threes don't play. And I always say you don't have to be a top player to have intelligence or have been taught how to play smart. The little moves that you can do, the little defensive shots, moving the balls in a certain area. That just takes that somebody has spent a little time with you as a beginner or as a skill level 3 that took some time and said, here, you get in this spot. Remember, instead of just letting them do their own thing while you're at the bar drinking.
Right.
You know, and then they call us league operators and say, hey, I need you to find me a 3. Well, you had one. Well, they quit. Well, I wonder why.
Charissa putting together a nice little run here.
Well, that's good. Like we said, it was a pretty open table, and so far, Charissa has really taken advantage of it. The 8 ball can turn out to be a little bit of an issue, but I would think she's going to shoot this combo 2. Is something she wants to. The 2 ball is gone, so that all the stripes are up here. So if she shoots this combination softly, then making that ball, you have the 3 here, and the 8 is a little bit guarded by the 11 and the 9, which is in a good position to be able to take it. The main thing here is after she shoots the 4 ball, 6 combination is to hold the cue ball to where she doesn't end up snooker behind the 9. Nice little touch. She's shown that she has that already. Did she get on the 3? Oh, that was sweet. All
Pockets
right.
the 3, nicely done.
It's a beautiful layout. She has really taken advantage of it. She hasn't gone into balls unnecessarily too much, because that can usually end up being disastrous. They kind of tend to gravitate to each other. But instead, she has left herself a great opportunity here to really, I don't know, let's see, Melissa has been to the table, right? Yeah, she has.
Timeout now here for We the North. Started with 256 teams in this ladies 8-ball division. Final 2 left standing here today. Almost 2,600 total teams. Wow. That's
Crazy.
hard to believe we could run that many teams over the course of a 10-day event.
Can thank Bill Tufts and the tournament department for that one, to be able to piece it together where there's a table available without adding another day or 2 to the event. Again, Charissa here, she is a skill level 4, playing against Melissa Daniels, skill level 3. And this is Charissa from Team We the North at the table. She got perfect. If she can avoid hitting that 11, the referee is going to come and take a really close look at this. But after that timeout, they must have decided that the shot was open.
If she can pocket this 8 ball, she would guarantee herself no less than a point in this match.
Great shot.
Nicely done. Rolls
Great
it in.
shot.
Charissa Elliott now up 2-0 in what is a race to 3. So she is on the hill. She has guaranteed herself at least 1 point. But Ava, if she can take the next rack, she will have a 3-0 shutout. And we will have continuing coverage of this match when we return here in just a few moments.
Hey, listen, I know that you don't play pool, but my league team is looking for someone tonight who's never played, so you're coming with. Great, I'll see you there. Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing? Hey,
Welcome back. I can't believe it. You did it. We're going to Vegas. Vegas, baby. Oh my.
Welcome back to Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas. Charissa Elliott of the team We the North at the table, leading 2-0. She needs one more game to close out this match. Dry break will bring Melissa Daniel back to the table. Well, because of the 3-point system, Ava, this is a huge rack in this match.
Oh, definitely.
You'll either see a 3-0 split or a 2-1 split, depending on how things go in this third rack.
Huge rack here. And if there's one advice I want to give, especially to beginners, but it's definitely do, if the balls are open, like we saw on the last track, is do anything you can to avoid going into the balls unless you know exactly which direction the ball you're going into is moving, because it's so easy to tie them back up again. It's more about speed, staying on the correct side of the ball, take advantage of what's there. See if she can knock this in and get that 9 ball out of there. Well played.
So Charissa will be shooting the low balls or the solids for the remainder of this rack. Pockets the 2 in the corner.
It'll be a little tricky to move the cue ball forward here. I think it's running into the 10. She wants to get out for the 1 ball up here, the 1-3 combo, I would think. Yep. That just stopped it right there. At least she can hit the 6. She can't make the 6 ball, but she can at least make contact.
10 ball just hanging there in the pocket.
Yep.
Scratches in the top corner, so it'll be ball in hand to Melissa Daniel. Melissa's going to need to piece a few shots together here.
Well, it does help to have start out with ball in hand,
That it
doesn't it?
does. With this format, to lose the first match 3-0 was very difficult to come back from. Can be done, but makes things very challenging. She would love nothing more than to at least get a point out of this match.
Oh.
Gives
That
ball
was-
in hand back.
That little
to
jab
Sharissa.
stroke, she was impeded by the 14 a little bit where she placed the cue ball. But like you said a million times, you don't know the nerves in this
Yeah,
room
she
unless
just-
you've been here.
She has not looked comfortable yet, I don't believe, on this table. And, of course, like her team said, she has been their MVP up until this
Yeah.
match. So
Played 9. This is her 10th match.
struggling a little
4
bit here,
days,
but,
yeah.
you know, might get another chance.
Every match has its own life.
Absolutely.
And again, this is a team event, so no matter what happens in this match, Melissa knows she's got 2 other players. And if they get it done, you can easily, you know, so many times teams have come back from a 3-0 loss. Or deficit, I should say.
A 1-3 combination. Big fan of that white diamond table. Beautiful.
Yeah, it really
Piece
is.
of art there.
Yeah.
It's the 1 in the corner. Nice lead for the 7.
Okay, she's going to have to go over and back here. She's checking if she can even make it, but it sure looks like she can. Yeah. She might have just been looking at the angle. Just don't want to get behind that 14 ball. Hit it with some speed. And she did.
Sharissa Elliott now
She got-
shooting on the 8, making sure there's no object
1,
balls
2, 3.
left. She's going to mark her pocket, and well, if she can pocket this 8, that's a 3-0 shutout. Huge start for the team of We Are the North if she can make this shot. Takes
Obviously,
a
we-
deep breath, yeah.
We don't know a ton about all these players that are playing. We don't have much chance to talk to them before we pull the trigger here on the live feed, but I have a feeling that this could be the biggest shot she's ever had to shoot in her pool playing career. And how did she hit it? Nicely
Perfect.
done. Stayed down beautifully on that shot.
Strong showing there by Sharissa Elliott, winning this match 3-0 and picking up 3 team points in the process. She will be quite happy with that performance. And as the teams prepare for the second match, we're going to take a quick break. We will be back momentarily with continuing coverage of the APA Ladies 8-Ball Championship.
and this is really gonna help your game tremendously and truly put you to the next skill level. Hey guys, I'm Fernando Kohler, also known as Venom. I'm a professional pool trick shot artist, but also a league operator for APA in Las Vegas. There we go. Thank you.
This one is using actually 10 balls. So what exactly is a tangent?
There's, in my opinion, 3 types of bridge: the closed bridge, the open bridge, and the rail bridge. We're gonna start with the closed bridge. Now, if you practice this, it's really gonna help you to go from a 2 to a 3. In this episode today, we're gonna cover how to go from a 3 to a 4. Let's get into it.
The more you're gonna do it, see, as you can see, I touch sometimes a little bit of it.
And 8, right? So to technically have 8 zones for 10 balls, so you have a little bit of room to spare. I really hope this was useful, and I cannot wait to see you for another video. Later, everybody.
And welcome back to Pool Dog Arena for continuing coverage of the Ladies 8-Ball Championship. Here at the table we have now Alexa Zima. She is a skill level 6 for the team Slay the 8. Her opponent here is going to be Susan Brower, skill level 4 for the We the North team. That means this will be a 5-3 race. Alexa takes the lag. She will have the break. Alexa has played, let's see here, 5 matches so far in the tournament. This will be her 6th. Ava Susan Brower has only played 1 other match in the tournament. So this will be her 2nd. This is going to be a big challenge for her going up against the opponent's team captain in a skill level 6.
Certainly.
But her team does lead 3-0 in overall team match points. The referee prepares the rack. The rack is ready. Alexa is ready. Positions her cue ball. And here we go. Strong break. Pocketed the 15.
A pretty good layout as well. She's just going to have, I don't know if she has a shot to get started here with the stripes. I don't think she does. If there's a way to sneak by and get off this, hit it off the 7 ball, but here possibly. Oh, she can hit the 12 ball. All right, here comes Susan. Need to make something here, and she definitely needs to have an actual win to end this match in 2. Any combination of 2-1, 2-0, 3-0, and the championship will go to Ontario, Canada. Alexa obviously is a must-win, and that will bring us to the 3rd match.
Yeah, this is a tough assignment here, I think, for Susan. I mean,
yeah,
she's played only one other time, and I'm assuming, looking at the matches played, that We the North had a player go up at some point in skill level, which has changed the 3. Again, you can play 3 to 13. So we'll see
Nice.
Susan here, and if we go 3 deep, we'll see one of the 5s for We the North in the 3rd match. And I would assume if we go to a third match, we will see a skill level 4 for Slay the 8. 2 in the side.
I would think she definitely needs to leave that 7 ball alone up in the corner pocket right here. She's going to shoot the 6. Well, how about we make the 4 ball instead? This is a pretty layout. If she can pocket this 3 ball, it's a long shot. She's almost on the rail. That's going to give her automatic position. No. She had a great chance there, but it was tough shot.
Alexa back to the table now with a good bit more room to work with. Pockets the 9 in the side.
Oh, that took a nasty kind of turn there as far as now she's going to be jacked up over this ball trying to hit the 11. Let's see if she tries to play defensive here or cut this in. Oh, nice shot.
If you're just joining us, you're watching coverage of the APA Ladies 8-Ball Championship, one of 6 championships to be decided this week at the APA World Pool Championships in Las Vegas. $10,000 on the line in this match.
Really good shot there.
Look at
Oh,
that.
she got unfortunate. She made a really good safe and a little advanced to be able to foresee that ball going in. But just going to have to regroup. She does have a way to get to this 12 ball. Looks like maybe she can, if not make it, at least have it take the place of the 7. Okay. All right, Susan.
Oh. 3 ball does not go there on the side. First rack of the second match here in the Ladies 8-Ball Championship. Alexa Zima needs to win 5 racks to Susan Brower's 3.
Alexa's going to make that in the corner. Oh, she did it. Look at this.
Uh-oh.
She knocked that 7 ball out of there. That was that I think that deserved an applause personally, but that was hit as purely as you can hit it. Great opportunity for her to take the first game.
Alexa about to be shooting on the 8 here. Chance to win this first game.
I think they have a team pocket marker, and she couldn't find it, so
Uh-huh.
she needed her teammate to bring it over.
Pockets the 8, and Alexa Zima takes a 1-0 lead. And she will have the break when we return here in just a few moments. This is Jonathan Neiman at the table, or as some have affectionately referred to him, the Mullet Man.
And he did tell me that he's going to cut it all off if he wins today. so-
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And he's got it. Jonathan Neiman, Wilmington, North Carolina, your 8-ball classic champion in the red tier, folks.
How's my hair looking?
Your hair is looking good. In fact, I believe Ava and Jason were talking about it, that if you won, you were going to cut it.
I did say that. I did say that.
It's so worth it.
And we are back here at Pool Dog Arena in Las Vegas. Continuing coverage of the APA Ladies 8-Ball Championship. Alexa Zima about to break.
Try to extend her lead here. She's at the first game in this match, and she is in a must-win situation because team We Are the North, or We the North, not We Are the North, We the North. From Canada, they took the first rack 3-0, first match 3-0, so must win here for Slay the 8 in this match.
Another nice break for Alexa, but nothing drops, so the table is open. Great layout, though.
It's not too bad. Here's the only major problem right there. There's a couple of balls there that can allow you to break them open, but right now I think Susan just needs to find a shot she's comfortable with making just to get started here. And she likes the solids. Oh, that could have,
Ooh.
she could have broken them open with that one, just barely missed the 4.
Narrowly scratched as well. Well, the We the North team wanted to make sure they said hello and thanks for the support from everybody back home cheering them on. I'm sure the same could be said for their opponents. Everybody appreciates the support from those that are following along.
Nice shot there. Beautiful shot by Susan Brower. Now she's got her work cut out for her, though, with this 4-ball, or 5-ball, excuse me. I have a feeling they're going to be like, you know, we'll have the bragging rights if they come back to Ontario. Yesterday we saw the 8-ball team lose in the finals.
The Canadian team.
Yeah, so if they can win this here, they can kind of rub it in a little bit. And
Yeah,
see
that
what-
match was very much a USA-Canada
Yes,
kind
it
of
was.
border battle feel to it. This one just not quite as much. I mean, yesterday we had the USA chants and the
They were going crazy.
Canadian
here at the beginning.
fans had
Yeah, it
were
was
flying a
great.
flag. I mean, it was quite the match. Alexa returns to the table.
Alexa looks like she's going, yeah, nothing's going to over the border. We got this. They may be down 3-0, but this can, even in just 3 matches, things can change greatly right here to where it comes down to a nail biter in the 3rd match.
Nine in the corner
Good
for
shot.
Alexa.
She wants it to stop, though, just in time. Went into those 2 balls, and that created the situation she is in now. Still a lot of balls left on the table for Susan, so a little trickier to play defensive shot. Wonder if she'll go for the bank here. No. Not a terrible result. Again, don't forget to tune in same time as today. We have the Masters Championship, which is always fun to
I'm
watch.
sure it'll be an outstanding match. Yeah, that's tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, right here in Pool Dog Arena. Susan really studying the table here.
It's not bad. Some on our chat were asking why Captain Alexa Zima has a jump cue. And
That's a break cue, isn't it?
it is. I'm not seeing a jump cue anywhere. It's a break cue, and then she has her shooting cue. Masters, we allow jump cues, push-outs, and 9-ball, that type of thing, but not in our handicap divisions. That's kind of part of the equalizer system because it tends to.
If you're a fan of the jump shots, you make sure tune in tomorrow, like Ava said, 1 p.m. Pacific time. You all right there, partner? Wrong pipe.
It is so dry in here, and I've
Yeah.
been drinking water and trying to get rid of it, and it went down the wrong pipe. Yes.
Susan studying the table again. Drops the 7 in the side pocket. Six in the corner.
Wanted that to drift down just a little bit more.
Gonna see a timeout here called for We the North. Again, each team gets 1 timeout per game. Big shout out to our friends at pooldog.com for all of their support. They are the presenting sponsor of all of our coverage from here at the APA World Championships. I would encourage you to go to their website and order your free catalog as you prepare for the Christmas shopping season, or if you need some new billiard accessories. You can also visit the Pool Dog booth here if you're in Las Vegas. Susan talking things over with Jennifer Cook of We the North. Timeout has concluded. Alexa pockets the 15, turns her attention to the 10 ball. Fires that 10 in.
She was trying to break that open. I'm not sure that 8-ball can slide by there. I have to be very precise if she's going to even be able to close. Definitely doesn't want to hit the 2. Nothing else. She wants to hang it up in there. Nice speed there. Left it right on the rail. Tough shot on the 3 ball coming up here for Susan, but what an important point this is. It's her best opportunity so far. So far, she's not even looking at the 3 here. Trying to see if there's a defensive shot, maybe. Yeah, you got to go for it. Nice shot.
Very nice.
Beautiful shot.
Now shooting on the 2. Cannot
Oh, wow.
pocket the 2, but she is.
I think we're going to see a safety here, just pushing that 8 slowly towards the 2. Got to make sure you hit a rail, obviously. She's going to try to make them both. That takes a really pure shot. She may have just marked it just in case. We'll see here. No. She drew the cue ball back, knowing that 8 was going to stay there if she missed it. But the fact that the 2 ball was kind of on an angle, it wasn't sitting like a straight in shot. More, if it's more out towards the center of the table where it's a clear, it's easier to follow it.
Opportunity for Susan now. Misses that 8 in the corner.
All right, Jason, what does Alexa do? Does she try to bank this? Does she play safety? It's a real, I don't even know if it's makeable cut. I don't think it is. So I'm sure she's got to bank this, I would think. She could always go ahead and hit thin it, put the 8 ball down here and send the cue ball up table. She prefers not to go for the bank. But I don't know. She's going to
see a timeout.
She's
here.
marked it in the side pocket. Yeah, they're going to discuss it a little bit. You know, there are times in this game whether it's a definite way to play it. But then you add in the fact that we're amateur players in the APA, so what works for a 2 or a 3 or a 4 may be different than what works for a 5, 6, or a 7. And on top of that, it's individual. Some people like to bank, some people prefer to play a speed safety. So, I mean, it's hard to say what the right move is. And sitting here or sitting at home watching or in the audience, we probably would get 3 or 4 different answers here what people will do in this spot. She has marked the side pocket. Watch out.
And once again, an opportunity for Susan to pocket the 8. Tie this match up at a game apiece.
This is a little more difficult than the last 8 she had an opportunity to make. We'll see if we can pocket this one.
I feel like it's kind of the opposite of the last 8 she went for. Just flip it around.
Let's make sure to either hit it with low or high here, because you're flirting a little bit with that the corner pocket for a scratch. So you got to make sure She hit it soft. She overcut it, and at least she kept the cue ball there, and it's not over yet. I think it's too straight on to where she can't avoid double kiss if she banks it. So as you can see, she has marked it in the corner. She's going on a straight on. Oh,
Ooh.
wow. She needed to hit that dead straight on in order to get a defensive shot out of it. And I think Susan's got this one, Jason.
Third time's going to be the charm for Susan, I think. She is going to pull out the bridge.
Yeah, I think she can do this one. She can hit almost any part of the left side of the 8, and it's still going to go, so no bridge needed.
Susan pockets the 8 in the corner.
Grabs
ties
that
this
elusive
match up.
game.
Yeah, it's 1-1. And we will have continuing coverage of the Ladies 8-Ball Championship here in Las Vegas when we return in just a few moments.
No way. He did it. He did it. Holy smokes. What a shot.
The 2 defeats the 9. David has beaten Goliath. Welcome back to Pool Dog Arena. Susan Brower of the team We the North, Barrie, Ontario, Canada at the table. She just picked up her first game in this match. She needs 2 more to win.
It's a good solid break.
Got one of two.
One of each. Yeah.
2 high balls, 1 low.
Yeah.
Table's still open.
She's going to double check there. It's so easy to kind of make a mistake and think you made a series of balls, and seen that fairly often. You want to take that extra. You know, you do get a little brain fog too when you are playing under pressure in any event or tournament or league match or anything else. But when you're in this situation here, it adds another layer of potential brain fog anyway. Nerves don't just, it's not just shaking, you know, your hands shaking. It's also your brain just kind of letting you down a little bit.
Pockets the 10 in the corner.
Nice
So
stroke
she
there.
is now officially shooting the stripes for the high balls.
I think for those of you who are planning an attack to come to Las Vegas to play in this and hope to make it, the one thing that you should watch, most of the players that have made it this far, the one thing they have in common is how they stay down on the shots. Stay down, follow through until the shot is completed. Then you can see how you did. But the jumping up, moving when you shoot, looking for the result, that's always going to make you incredibly inconsistent, and it's also going to add to the nerves. So when the nerves come, you do it even more so. So watch everybody. Skill level 3, 7. It doesn't matter how much they stay down. Right, not a bad play. A lot of work here to do for Alexa. Again, Alexa is a skill level 6, so she is racing to 5 games. And as Jason said before, Susan, on the other hand, she only needs 1 to get on the hill and at least get a point.
Yeah, that 3-point system really adds an interesting dynamic to these
I
matches.
love it,
You
yeah.
know, where you can lose a match, but if you can keep it close, you know, you do get some benefit there. As Alexa pockets the 1 in the corner.
It changes the dynamic in
Definitely.
the ladies, but with 3, you know, when it's just 3 matches, but in the 5-match team events, it really, really comes in. That 1 point can be huge. Just not losing, you know, 3-0 or grabbing a point here, like you said. Even if you lose, that's. And again, we mentioned, should Susan manage to pull this off, the match is over. If she wins the whole match against.
A win here by We the
Yeah.
North is a championship win.
Yep. And she looks like she has settled in quite a bit. Susan looked a little nervous before and tentative and made a few errors that, you know, she probably doesn't normally make. But she has, you know, getting that game, I think she has just settled in and went, holy smokes, you know what? I know I'm playing a 6, but I can win this. So, totally different demeanor at the table right now than she had earlier on. Okay, does this go in the side? That is a severe angle. These side pockets are pretty tight the way they're playing. But with this angle, if she makes this, she's liable to be shooting at the 8 to get on the hill here. How did you hit that one, woman?
Shot. And now, like you said, Ava, chance to move on the hill, would pick up a automatic point by doing so, and would be 1 game away from clinching victory for the Canadians. We're going to see a timeout here. Big moment in this match.
Okay, a little pump-up talk there. No doubt where that 8 ball is going to attempt to go in. They hadn't used their timeout yet, so we'll see if we can. As long as she hits this with kind of a higher ball, there's no risk of the scratch. Oh, she just hung it up. Sigh of
ball
relief
hanging in
from
the
the
corner.
left side of the room here on the sleigh of 8. Okay, here's the correct shot. If she can add just a little bit of right spin, she might be able to go across the table and try to get perfect on this 6 right about in here. Worst case scenario, she'll still have a shot at the 4. Try to get to the 6 right away. No. All right, still got a shot at it. Looks like she's going to try to draw it back. Maybe use the rail to kind of extend the angle a little bit. A little right spin. Oh, wow. Oh, that wasn't not a bad idea. But when you hit it like that, and all you can do is hope you get a good shot at that speed going into it, since you don't really know which part of the 6 you're hitting. So talk about it, kind of a do or die shot here,
Yeah.
Jason. From our point of view, it looks like she is banking this. No, she's got to be cutting it in. No, she banked
Did
it.
bank
And
it.
how did she hit it, people?
Huge.
Wow.
What a shot and a big moment for Alexa Zima. That bank.
I don't care, that she is a 6. I don't care who you are. To come with that under that pressure
Huge.
to stop Susan from getting on the hill right
Yeah.
there. Beautiful bank shot.
All right, pockets that 8, takes a 2-1 lead, and mark that one down, folks. That bank shot there might loom large in this match.
You bet. Absolutely.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here with continuing coverage of the APA Ladies 8-Ball Championship in just a few moments.
Hey, listen, I know that you don't play pool, but my league team is looking for someone tonight who's never played, so you're coming with. Great, I'll see you there. Hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing? Hey,
Welcome back. I can't believe it. You did it. We're going to Vegas. Vegas, baby. Oh my.
And we are back in Pool Dog Arena for the Ladies 8-Ball Championship. Alexa Zima with the break. 4th rack of this match. She leads 2-1, needs 3 more games to her opponent's 2 based on their skill level differential.
And talk about a confidence booster.
Ooh.
Whoa. Miscue there. We'll do that again, I believe.
I don't know if
that
4 balls went to a rack there.
I know the 1 did. I know the 3 did. But I don't think that was. Now he talked to both players. They're going to do a re-break. And
So it's not a legal break unless 4 balls go to a rail.
right.
I think at best there was 2.
I think
Maybe
2, maybe
3.
3, but yeah, no. She's going to take her time and chalk up the cue here.
You can see the breakdown of the prize payout. Good look at the Showdown Series room. Full house in there today. Got Masters still in play. You've got Jack and Jill doubles. You've got 9-ball.
Yeah, every once in a while, some of the 9-ball or 8-ball teams have to play a match, or not have to, but they play with their matches in there as well, just shorter tables in the main room, and you can't squeeze another one in there. Got to have seating too. All right, let's see. That's a much better break there. Solid.
Nothing pocketed, though.
A few issues on the table. It's a little crowded down here at the bottom left part of your screen, but it's amazing how quickly things can clear up if you start picking the balls one by one. Again, she does have a choice. Nothing went on the break. I think I kind of like shooting a stop shot here on the stripes and then playing this and going into these balls, making that ball. But again, you know, are you thinking like a run-out player, or are you trying to pocket as many balls as you can? So it all depends on the shooter, what pattern, first of all, they see and what pattern they feel comfortable with. Nine ball is a little bit more clear. A lot of options sometimes for as far as position goes to your next ball, but because the next ball has that number on it, there's usually less options. Be interesting to see if she takes this thin cut on the 13 ball in this corner here, or it's there. Okay. Chance for Alexa to clean this up. Again, Alexa, skill level 6. Very capable of pretty much any shot after that bank shot we saw. So running out, got a tough one to start with here. The fact that she is jacked up over this 8 always makes tough shots tougher. That's good right there. I would suggest when you're faced with those shots, always shorten your backstroke a little bit. Move your shooting hand forward a little bit, considering that you have to move your bridge hand closer to your work. Shorten up the backstroke. It gives you a lot less margin of error in your follow through. Again, this is the Aramith Black that we are playing with. I think a lot of you that follow pro billiards have seen these used a lot, especially Moscone Cup and some of the matchroom events and other events too, as a matter of fact. So
Susan Brower back to the table. Susan, a member of the We the North team out of Barrie, Ontario, Canada. Nice showing for the Canadian teams last couple days. Had a Canadian team in the championship, the 8-ball championship last night.
mm-hmm.
Out of Mississauga, Ontario.
It's really growing in Canada.
Yeah.
I've been talking to some league operators, and it's growing everywhere. I don't know where we're going to end up having this tournament before it's over with. Or if it's going to be like, a month and a half out in Vegas.
Well, that's one of the reasons you'll see a big shift next year with almost
Oh,
all
yeah.
of these events.
All the showdown
with the exception
series.
of the 8-ball and 9-ball World Championship and the team captain event. The rest of the events will shift to the spring.
Right.
Which means Jack and Jill, Masters, and Ladies will all be held in that late April, early May time frame, along with the
Singles and
the
doubles.
8-ball Classic and the 9-ball shootout. Yeah, so big changes upcoming in terms of the calendar next year. And all that in response to the growth of the various formats, not just the team formats, but the singles play.
Yeah.
So much interest in the singles boards, which is great, but you have to find a place to work all this out. And
Yeah,
you're
we don't
already
want-
here 10 days. It's a little tough. You don't want to.
No, we don't
Turn it
want
into
players to have to
14
be out
days.
here for obviously not all players are out here for that length unless you qualify for both the 8-ball and 9-ball championships. But, you don't want to add day after day to where players are here for 5 days instead of 4. I mean, it's kind of they're definitely up against.
Yeah, well, and you have availability issues. I mean, the Westgate is a great hotel partner, but
Yeah.
they do have other groups that come in.
Wait,
and so
what?
it's not always easy to just say, well, add a day or 2 days, because between the time it takes to run the event
Yeah.
and then to set it up and tear it down, I mean, you've got about a week of setup and tear down combined
Correct.
to go with the 10 or 11 days of the tournament. So you're pretty much occupying this place for 2 to 3 weeks
Right.
already, and it's just difficult to consume the space longer than that.
Yeah, and if you mention to anybody that comes out here that maybe we need to take some or all of the tables from the Mini Mania room, they will flip out because people love playing in the Mini Manias.
And I think
Most
they've
popular
they've,
thing we have.
I
Just
think
a
they've looked at that, but
yeah,
when you factor in the need for the team seating,
right. Yes,
I don't know that it changes a whole lot to take that room. It doesn't change things dramatically enough to make that move. So
And a lot of it has to do with rounds. I try to explain that to our players too. It's not necessarily the amount of teams, but how many rounds. If you have.
well, we've tried to avoid the 11 o'clock rounds, the 11
Yes.
p.m. rounds, because that means you're
That was
playing
crazy.
until 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and
Right.
then turning around and returning to play at 9 a.m. So that's always there if we need it, but it's not an ideal scenario.
No, it's definitely a challenge to figure out how to work it. Okay.
Match has slowed down a little bit here in this fourth rack.
And so often, I mean, the table layout dictates the speed of the rack too. I mean, sometimes they'll say, I can't believe there's a 3 running 4 5 balls. Well, it's wide open. The balls are right there. Don't have to do
Cue
much
balls
with
in
the
the
cue
middle
ball.
of the table.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you run into a rack like this, and super important part of the match. And yeah, you're going to take your time a little bit, but there's just not too many places to go. Yeah, there's a lot of teardown after this too. I know you guys have it down to a science.
Yeah,
as far
teardown
as
goes a lot quicker
but-
than setup.
yeah,
There's no
setup,
doubt,
yeah.
but it's still a multi-day process to do that.
Right.
They will start tearing down the big room Friday, and they'll kind of start shifting things kind of towards our space here in Pool Dog Arena. Lights have to come down, tables have to come out. It's a big process. Takes a lot of people, not
Yeah.
just on the APA side, but from the Westgate as well.
Oh, definitely.
And they have really done a great job, almost 10 years now that we've been here. It's not easy for a facility to take on a pool tournament, right? There's a lot of a learning curve there,
Yeah, and I think they have really stepped up, and so many of them have gotten to know some of the players that have been out more than once, and they're very, accommodating, very sweet. Whether it's the people at the bar, at the check-in counter,
Yeah.
or the support staff around the tournament room.
I got a few favorite bartenders here.
I think we all do.
My man Vilio down at the sports book, and Rolando. Both
Rolando's
of them are
great, and
great bartenders. Peter up at the iBar, another great one. And they're always so happy to see you again. You know, they really enjoy having the pool players come in for this event.
well, everybody is here. You know, win or lose, you're here to have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what APA is all about, is go out and have a good time. So now you put them all together in Las Vegas, and so most people are just here to have a good time, win or lose. So I think they really appreciate that. And you see when we leave, too, it gets pretty quiet around here.
It does. You know, they do a lot of convention center lodging here at the Westgate, the big convention centers next door. Meanwhile, Susan locked in a battle here with Alexa Zima. Alexa up 2-1, but still needs 3 games to Susan's 2.
Oh, that's going to
Uh-oh,
result in a
too
scratch.
much. Ball in hand to Susan Brower.
All right, Susan, we'll see what you're going to come up with here. This is a little game of chess. I always say that. Don't be the first to give up and get frustrated and lose your patience. Get in there, get dirty. And this is about fighting and hoping that your opponent makes some mistakes before you do. All right, this is going to continue for a bit here, there's no doubt. Both players are playing smart, just not taking any chances at this point. Sooner or later, somebody's going to have to do something, but you prefer it to be the other person that runs out of patience. See if she can just tap this and snooker her behind the 8. It went a little too far. But I know that Alexa wouldn't mind if Susan made that last stripe she has there. And then there was only the 9. Obviously no way to break those open shooting this ball here because it's dead straight in. So we'll see if she goes ahead and makes it anyway. But that, I don't know, that must be something I would recommend.
They're going to call a timeout here. Talk things over before she takes this shot.
This year has been crazy, though. It's almost when a round is about to start, you might as well just wait, because walking down the hallway, there are so many people here. This is the second largest pool tournament in amateur billiards ever. The largest was when 2020
only eclipsed by the
and
2021 event.
Yeah,
we had 2 years worth of participation, so definitely a huge event. I noticed last night too, after we left, after the 8-ball finals. I mean, I left here about 8:30 maybe, and packed.
Yes.
Just still packed. There,
Yeah.
9-ball was just getting going, and everywhere was packed. Bars were packed, halls were packed. I'm kind of used to, towards you get deeper into the event, it starts to thin out a little bit, but that
No,
certainly
not
wasn't
yet.
the case last night.
Do we have that? How many teams won that record? How many teams do we have here?
in 2021. I'm sure that information is somewhere, but it is not in front of me at the moment. And you remember with that year, we had to do what we're doing next year with the events and shifted everything except the 8-ball, 9-ball, and championship had to be shifted. So,
all right, see if Alexa can get on this 6-ball. Nice smooth stroke there. That was a nice play. She's going to still have to do some work, though, even if she makes this 6, getting down to the 8, because I do believe both pockets are blocked. The 8-ball may be able to squeeze by the 9. Oh. What a little gift there for Susan. Alexa's been playing so well and been so solid. It surprised me a little bit missing that 6-ball, and I think it surprised Susan too. I thought that she was going to get back to the table. I'm not sure she did.
both these teams competing for $10,000 first place prize money. Runner-up will take home $5,000.
All right. I think I would have preferred shooting the 9-ball first, but now she's in this position. There's only one pocket, 2 pockets available, which would be one of these 2 right here. She would pretty much need to overcut this a little bit, try to come across. She would need some left spin on the cue ball and hit it nice and soft. The nice and soft part worked. And it's too low to be able to be dead off the 7 in the side, so I believe they've taken their timeout already.
Yes. Ladies 8-ball championship started with 256 teams. These are the final 2.
Got to make sure to drive something to a rail. She wants that to go in. She doesn't want it to hang there. Oh,
Okay.
that was a nice one. I think she planned it. She smiled a little bit, so she was either happy, oops, it happened, or happy my plan worked. I can't tell. It doesn't really matter. It's still going to put Alexa in the same position, so. There you see the total number of teams, 2,592.
Can Alexa get to that 6-ball?
Looks like unless she gets spin on it, she's going to hit it. Oh,
Just
wow.
missed it. Ball in hand now to Susan Brower and a chance to self at least a point. And she would be 1 rack away from clinching the championship for the We the North team
Wow.
out of Canada. Was that a result of a very nice safety play with their last shot? And just like that, we are tied at 2 games apiece. Susan Brower, though, needs just 1 more rack to not only win the match, but to win the championship, and she will have the break when we return here in just a few moments.
and this is really gonna help your game tremendously and truly put you to the next skill level. Hey guys, I'm Fernando Kohler, also known as Venom. I'm a professional pool trick shot artist, but also a league operator for APA in Las Vegas. There we go. Thank you.
This one is using actually 10 balls. So what exactly is a tangent?
There's, in my opinion, 3 types of bridge: the closed bridge, the open bridge, and the rail bridge. We're gonna start with the closed bridge. Now, if you practice this, it's really gonna help you to go from a 2 to a 3. In this episode today, we're gonna cover how to go from a 3 to a 4. Let's get into it.
the more you're going to do it, see, as you can see, I touch sometimes a little bit of it.
And 8, right? So you technically have 8 zones for 10 balls, so you have a little bit room to spare. I really hope this was useful, and I cannot wait to see you for another video. Later, everybody.
All right, welcome back to Pool Dog Arena. Players took a quick break, but we are back. Susan Brower at the table needs one more game to not only win this match, but to clinch the championship. Gets
Nice
the
break.
6 on the break there.
And a shot at the 2. Making the 2 here, cue ball automatically is going to go into unlocking that 8 ball. Not that it's really necessary, because, well, it's going to really help because it's guarded by the other 2 stripes there. So, again, Susan is a skill level 4, so she may not be looking, you know, to immediately run out. Obviously, the effort is there, but she also got to play smart. She's up against a really strong player in Alexa, who's a 6. But Susan has really impressed me. I mean, she's just played very patient, made some misses, but then as it turned out, in not the last game, the game before that Alexa made some mistakes. So Susan had a few extra chances. That's not going to get there.
There's a mistake there, yeah, just not quite enough.
Happened. So ball in hand here for Alexa.
Unforced error. I know we were talking about the setup and tear down, but that setup generally starts about a week. I think we send people out about a week before the tournament begins. And you've got trucks that come from our warehouse in St. Louis with lots of our gear. You've got trucks that come from Diamond with the tables. Actually keep a trailer out here with the lights. It is quite the process to get this thing set up. Floor plans all have to pass fire marshal inspection, and that is a very serious process when you're talking about an event this size.
Stuff you don't think about. You show up and play the tournament, and hats off to everybody involved in this tournament. I have to say that it's running as smoothly as nobody really thinks about it. It just takes it for granted after, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've actually been talking about producing a short kind of, I don't know if we'd call it a documentary, but a short piece of video piece of what goes into getting the event going. Because you're right, I don't think most people realize everything that goes into it, and I do think our players would be interested in seeing that kind of presented. So something we'll work on. Something we've been talking about internally.
That would be fun. Oh, nice shot there by Sue. Nice shot. She's got a problem here, and that is this 5 ball. So if she can pick off the 1 here, but what she wants to do is make this 1 ball, leave the cue ball around here, then she can shoot the 7, knock that 5 ball out of the way, and make the 7 in the corner. Nice soft touch here. Oh, she just missed it. Well, that's a shame for her, because she had the perfect situation right there to solve that rack to get to the 8.
Alexa Zima at the table for the team of Slay the 8. They are out of Palm Beach, Florida. Alexa has played, this is her 6th match here in the tournament.
And I got to give it to Susan. I mean, she has only played 1 match this entire tournament. I mean, and for her to perform the way she is here and as calm as she is.
Very calm. very much, you know, I mean, she hasn't been perfect. We had the one rack where she had 3 shots on the 8 ball, but, you know, she has stayed pretty steady overall.
And you know, after getting through that rack, she has really calmed down and realized, listen, it's just a pool game. It's me and the table, and she's really settled in and played really, really well. Every match, everybody that's played so far had some really impressive moments. Amateur pool, if you have impressive moments all the time, it's obviously not amateur pool anymore, but although maybe the Masters.
Again, we'll have the Masters Championship tomorrow here in Pool Dog Arena. That'll kick off at 1 p.m. Pacific. All part of our outstanding coverage of the World Championships here in Las Vegas.
A lot of leagues starting right about now. Fall is around the corner. We're already in week 2 in South Carolina, North Carolina. Yeah.
It's a great time to get involved in the APA. If you're not currently playing on a team, you can go to our website, poolplayers.com, and can join today right there online. We'll hook you up with your local APA league operator who will get you playing in the league on a team. And you just never know. You might one day find yourself here in Pool Dog Arena.
And don't forget, but on less than 3 months, I believe, to qualify for the Spring Regional Singles Championship, 8 ball and 9 ball. It's coming up too, so that's our other flagship event that is going to happen in the end of April, beginning of May. And you'll also be out here with the Masters and ladies and 8 ball doubles, 9 ball doubles, Jack and Jill.
Yeah, that event will look a lot more like this in terms of size.
Yeah, it's kind of evening out. Yeah,
kind of a nice balance, but a lot of people at both.
All right, pressure is definitely on for Alexa here. See how she can handle this. She's looking at. I don't know if she's looking at the count board. Does that ball go past the 9? Oh boy. Well, the major harm done right away. That 4 ball is off the rail just a hair, I believe, is no longer frozen, but that's a tough shot. You see the 7 ball is in a difficult position because of these balls right here, so trying to cut this ball down here, put a little bit of low, that would be the shot, but it's not an easy shot. And we got to remember that Susan is a skill level 4. She would have to hit a super shot.
Nice.
All right, that'll work. That's a good start for one of them.
Now to attack the 7.
Yeah. The bank is closed, I believe, as far as in the corner. I believe that 8 is in the way. Banking it backwards in the side, that would take super, super thin cut. So I believe she's going to have to go defensively here.
In one of our chats, we had a question about a event called the Aloha Challenge. It used to be a tournament that was held in
Hawaii.
I believe it was at Hawaiian Brian's.
Yep.
We the North's going to take a quick timeout. But that event no longer exists. Unfortunately, I know it was a popular one, at least for the few teams that were able to go. But the issue with that event was it couldn't get much larger.
Yeah.
I think there was maybe like 32 teams that would go to that event, maybe even less.
No, there was less than that.
Was it? Yeah, and so it was impossible to really grow it.
Leagues are still in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
League is still
Yep.
going strong in Hawaii, just not that particular tournament.
Discussing what to do with this 7 ball. Also had a question about our juniors program. which we have kind of hit the pause button on, so to speak. Some things there that need to be worked through. You know, when you're talking about kids, and I have a couple of kids that do a lot of sports and things, there are a lot of rules, regulations, safety measures that have to be in place. And while it's a little easier to implement that stuff at a tournament, a little harder. Look at that shot.
Oh, off the 8 ball, and it still went in.
And
Talk about a
now,
good timeout there.
timeout of the tournament. Now she is on the 8 ball, Ava. Very makeable shot, and this could be
it
for
right
the
here.
championship. Wow.
Great timeout. Great shot. A little bit of luck that it hit the 8 and still went
Unbelievable.
into the pocket. It just barely nudged it, but it was good enough to go in, and this could be it. What a win this would be. Susan Brower, skill level 4, up against Alexa Zima, skill level 6. This is only Susan's second match of the entire tournament.
And
4
this
days.
is for the win.
And there it is.
Susan Brower pockets the 8
Wow.
in the corner, and your 2024 Ladies 8 Ball Champions from Barrie, Ontario, We the North.
It's going to be bragging rights for the ladies team here when they head back home. The 8 ball team, they lost in the finals. The team out of New Jersey, but this is something to remember right here for both teams. Super shooting by both teams.
Talk things over here with Ayana. See how the team is feeling. Initial reactions.
I just started crying, guys. Really? Somebody want to say something? No, I don't want to talk.
Okay. Jane, get there. I don't know if I can talk.
Congratulations on winning the 2024 Ladies 8 Ball Championships. How are you guys feeling?
We're great.
Hold the microphone. Hold the mic up for you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Amazing. You guys did great. You were doing great with the timeouts of your team. Tell me exactly what it was like going from where you are from to here.
Jane can't talk right now. She's crying too much. This has been a hugely major experience. It's been so much fun to be here and so proud of all of these girls. We've been playing together for a long time. And just shout out to our hometown of Midland, as well as to where we're playing out of, which is Barrie, Ontario.
That first match gave you guys a pretty good lead going into the second match, so your match was pretty comfortable. And so did you feel any pressure being on this table?
Well, this helped a lot. Being up 3-0 was like made me chill. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to say other than that was great.
I could see the emotions and the tears, and I wanted to say congratulations again. And I'm going to say, Jason and Ava, back to you guys.
All right. Thank you, Ayana, and congratulations to our new Ladies 8 Ball Champions, We the North, out of Ontario, Canada. What a showing for them, Ava. Very impressive performance. They're going to take home $10,000 for that performance. Folks, we appreciate you guys tuning in today for our coverage of this year's APA World Pool Championships. Again, thanks to our friends at pooldog.com for all of their support. And we will be back tomorrow with the finals of our Masters Championship. That's going to begin at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and we hope to see you then. On behalf of all of us at the APA, thank you for tuning in.